Have you thought yet about what's coming in future seasons? You know, we're doing this one season at a time. I know some of our fans are starting to say things like, when I think of where this show is headed, it's almost too much to bear. When I think, now that I've seen Jesus joke, and I've seen Jesus with his mother, and I've seen Jesus with the disciples laughing, and I've seen him dress his wound, when I picture what I know is coming in a few seasons, it's almost too much to even imagine, and I can't imagine how difficult it is going to be to watch that. Have you thought much about, have you thought much about the crucifixion?
I mean, the few times that it has crossed my mind, I know it's going to be gut-wrenching for everyone involved. It's going to be extremely difficult to do, to get through. Yeah, I think it's one of those things that I just choose not to think about at this point, because to really imagine all these relationships that Jesus has with these people in these first 8 episodes, and then all of a sudden not having that, and even the prelude to the crucifixion and the sense of abandonment and you know, with these people he's breaking bread with now, that, you know, and yeah, it's...
Well, we give little hints even in season 1 when you're talking to Eden and she says, you say, it hasn't been easy, or it's not going to be easy. And she says, well, that's not our people's way. And you say, no, it hasn't been, nor will it continue to be. And there's a look on your face that is a bit of a foreshadowing of what's to come. I know that in the scene with Nicodemus, hints of sadness at what's to come, hints of sadness that he isn't gonna be there with you on the journey. It's, again, it's personal with you and Nicodemus, but also hints of what's to come. Again, delivering the most famous verse in the Bible, God so loved the world that he gave his son, and whoever believes in him will not perish. Just little hints of you know what the future holds, but we don't want to be, you can't play that for 5 seasons every time you meet someone going, I'm going to die soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit rough.
And I think also, you know, Jesus is somebody that was probably one of the most present people that anybody could ever meet, you know. In order to really know people, there's a certain level of presence that he has to be at all times. And, you know, I think while he, and again, this is my choice, while he will make reference to and predict, I make the choice that he's not spending his time dwelling on the crucifixion at this point, because he's building his ministry now. He's still getting to know these people and seeing how the more immediate future, what positions these people are going to be playing in his ministry, even maybe beyond his death, resurrection. And so I don't want to allow myself to sort of think that far ahead, right. You know. But when I need to, I can go there a little bit for the lines that suggest that. But when I have sat and thought about it, I think I may have even said this to you at one point, like, you know, with what we're doing here now, that final season is going to be, it's going to be horrible for people to watch, you know. Like, it's like getting to know, we were talking about this before, it's like getting to know a friend for years and then all of a sudden watching them go off to die, and like willingly, and you're like, you're trying to comprehend, well, you're trying to come to terms with death of a friend after several years.
And there's nothing you can do to help.
There's nothing you can do, and you just got to take it, right. You know. And so, yeah, that's, yeah, I really don't even know how to approach that at this point.